You're welcome, 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 welcome. You're welcome. How are we doing today? I'm just trying to position the stand first. Let me see. Okay. So today we are going to be looking at I'm trying to just give me some time. Let me try to set the orientation of Okay, I'm coming. Please give me some time. Let me do something. Okay. You're welcome. Please let me know where you're watching me from. I don't know if you can see my working desk. Please let me know if you can see my working desk. It's not showing me what I really want. It's not showing me what I want, but okay, please let me know in the comment section if you can see my working table. Can you see it? Please let me know. I want us to quickly go into it swiftly, please. Let me know in the comment section where you're watching me from. You're welcome. Please let me know where you're watching from. My name is Odurole Mojibola, and today I want us to quickly look at how to create heels for children. We are going to be unlocking different ways in which you can actually use the available shoe lasts you have to actually create, heels for them. Please let me know where you're watching for, please. I don't know. I want to be sure that you can see my screen. I want to be sure you can see my screen. I'm trying to wave and wave it, but it seems like it's not reflecting properly. Please let me know if you can see my screen, please. I really need to know. I need to know, else I have to shut this down and then come live again. I don't know. Please let me know if you can see my screen. Oh, who is responding to me? Oh, you're watching from Ghana. You're welcome. How is Ghana today? Please let me know if you can see my work surface properly. Okay, you can see it. Yes, I just want to be sure that you can see it before I continue. So I don't know why it's looking a bit blurry here. I don't know. So the first thing I want you to know is that when it comes to heels for children, there are so many amazing ways in which you can actually create. There are so many ways you can actually make use of wedges. Please get me a wedge. So yes, you can get. Princess, can you please and be part of this? Give me wedge. So you can actually decide to actually use this for your heel. If you want to create heels for them, for children, please don't forget we are majorly looking at creating children heels today. And this is one. Now you can, if you look at this, you find out that it's it's not like the usual heel that you require shank to actually create. With this, you can easily create wedges for children, which is not totally flat, as you can see. I think this height is actually about 5 centimeter, which is 2 inch. This is about 2 inch, and the front part is not really too high as well. This is about 1.5, about half of an inch. So you can use this. All you need to do is just to wrap this. You create an insole. Of course, it also has an outer sole, and with this you can create lovely designs for children. You can create lovely designs. Alternatively, another way you can actually easily create heels for children is using this. Now what this does for you is it helps you to easily, create their heel insole sweatlessly. And when I mean sweatlessly, I mean all you need to do is just get this, and you are good to go. And with this, I'm sure you can see what we have right here. Please, I need you to let me know where you're watching me from. Don't forget to like this video. Please like it so that so many others too can benefit from this. I'm going to be showing us amazing ways in which you can use your ordinary shoe last to actually last this kind of heels for children. Please, for children, like I said, we're going to major on children. I know a lot of things will come up when I have live session like this. A lot of other things come up. Please let me know in the comment section if you have any question. You can please let me know, and I will definitely respond to you. This is actually a free live session for you to ask any question. Just ask me anything and I'll go ahead and respond to you as long as you are live here with me. So please let me know in the comment section wherever you're watching me from. My name is Odurole Mojibala once again. So let's go into this. Now, like I said, this makes your heel creation for children easy. I know so many times we find out that, oh, I don't know how to create footwear for children. But the truth is that when it comes to children footwears, it's actually the same process you apply for creating for an adult that you also apply for children. I hear people say, I don't know how to create it. See, it's the same way. I can guarantee that because I make them. I know it's the same way. So with what I have here, you can actually swiftly create a heel for a child. The process is simple. Now, what you need to create easily with this is what I have right here. I have my template. Please let me know if you can see my working table. Is it clear? Please, I just want to know. I don't know why what I'm seeing here is looking totally different from what I want. It's looking totally different from what I want. Okay, so if it's clear, okay. So what you basically need to make this so easy for you is this kind of a template. Now you can create this template yourself. All you need to do is to just place a plain sheet. If you have a plain sheet like this, all you need to do is place it right inside it. If you want to create for the socks lining, if you want to create for the outer sole, just place this way. I'm sure you can see what I have right here. Just place this way, and then you begin to trace them all around. I'm sure you understand that. Please let me know if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, you're watching me from Nigeria. Where in Nigeria are you watching me from? Are you actually on the protest road and you're watching me while you are protesting? Please let me know. I know we are on a protest here in Nigeria. So please, are you on the road protesting as you're watching, or you're watching me right from the comfort of your home? So as you can see here now, that's all you need to do. You trace it out and then trim it out. Let me quickly show you that. So it's not like there's one special thing attached to creating outer sole. Even if you want to create a heel for an adult, it's still the same process. You want to place your insole right on top of a plain sheet like this, and then go ahead and create the outer. Please make sure you are holding it very well. You are holding it very well. I believe with this you can easily create heel for your cousin, for your niece, even your neighbor that is celebrating their baby's birthday. You can actually create something beautiful like this, and it's just a way of us also marketing your product. I don't know where I got the code, so please bear with me. So you can see what I'm trying to do right here. This is the way you create the outer sole of what, even if you are not using this kind of heel insole, probably you use a shanked insole. This is one simple way you can actually create the back pattern. So you want to take your time to trim it out, place it at the back, and be sure you understand of the shape that you have, right here. Now for the front part, how do I get that? Just place the same way, place it this way. For this kind of insole, you find out that there is already a mark here, so you don't have anything to worry about. Just place it right there, and then you just cut and trim it out. You're watching from the comfort of your home. Come on now, just like I'm actually teaching us from the comfort of my okay, please just stay safe as much as you can, please. So you can see this, you will just place it this way, and also you can even just fold just to know what size to use for your. Can you see it has come up with a shape? Just trim that out, and that will represent the EVA foam you are going to be using for the front part. That's what it means. It represents that particular part of it. So aside that, I think another thing is just this side. How do I know what to use there? Please, I need tape proof. I need tape proof, please. One beside you. So I'm going to just take a measurement of this part, like measure it from here. Just ignore my tape proof that is dividing. Ignore that one. I'm going to just take it all through and take it down this way. Take it down this way. So it's actually about 13 inch. If you want to work in centimeter, if you have not liked this video, please can you go ahead and give it a thumbs up. This is 33 centimeter. So how do I know what width to use? See, just place this. Make sure you have about 1 centimeter here. You understand? Have 1 centimeter here. Let it fold over. You understand? So that you have enough here. 1 centimeter, fold like this. Now with this, now you can decide to use 2.5 centimeter as your width. So after you have measured 33, which is the length, you can actually decide to make use of 2.5 or 3. You can use 3 as you understand the width. So please let me know if you understand that part of this particular design. Please, have you made heel for a child before? Please let me know in the comment section if you have made a heel before. Have you made heel before? Thank you. Have you made heel before? Please let me know. Have you made heel before? Maybe for a child or for an adult. Please let me know. So with what I have here, for example, I'm waiting. Please let me know. Have you made heel before? If yes, have you made for an adult or for children before? So what I have here is just all the templates that I need. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to just trim them out and use. That is the amazing thing that I normally do for myself. When I create like this, I, place it on a plain sheet like this and have the templates I just keep. And subsequently, I just go back to them and use. Those are the things you can actually do for yourself when you want to, continually use a particular template. So I'm going to trim them all out. Now this particular one is my outer sole. This one is my outer sole. Now this particular one that is here is the small EVA foam that I'm going to be cutting to cover, my screw here, or if you are using nail, I'm going to use it to cover this part, and it will cover this inner part before I finally place my socks lining on top of it. While this small one is going to be my small EVA foam that I'm going to be using to cover this part. This is going to be used for my leather. I'm going to cut this out, place it on my leather and cut it out and use it to wrap it. I'm actually working on size 29-30. It has 29-30 on it. I hope you can see it. So let me quickly trim this out, and I'm going to be using it particularly for everything that I want to do. Please, I need a cardboard. I need cardboard. So when you have, something like this, it's better that you place it on a cardboard. So after trimming it out, if you can trim it exactly on the line, please try to do that. If you can't, just trim outside. Just trim outside because it will not be good if it's smaller. All these you need to do them patiently. You can see what I have right here. So I'm going to get a cardboard and then just place it on top of it so I can have a permanent template. So should I assume that nobody has made heel before? So every one of us that you're watching me right now, you have not made heel before. Is that it? Should I assume you have not made heel before? Now I have to be very careful. Because if you place this on your material, it may not, be easy. You can see what I have. Although I'm still going to add my gum and place it right there. We call this a Forte here in Nigeria, but it's actually contact cement adhesive. Oh baby, can you please sit down? Yeah? So it's contact cement adhesive. It's this general purpose contact cement adhesive. They use it for wood. They use it for leather as well. So I'm going to just place it so that at least I have it permanently on a cardboard. So I'm going to do the same thing to literally all of them. I'm going to do the same thing to this, to this, to this, and then we are good to go. But for now, let me do this at least for us to see, so that by the time you want to actually, when you create something like that too, you know what to do to it. So I'm sure if anyone asks you, how do I create an outer sole? I'm sure you now know how to create an outer sole for your heel. So it's going to be here at the back here. If you finish cutting it and you find out that it's a bit wide, you can actually just adjust it yourself. But, since it was something I actually literally made and then placed there, by the time the more you place it on another plain sheet, the more it becomes wider. So you can see what I have here. I'm having some little extra here. You understand? But even as at that, you can just pick up your sandpaper and then try to, you understand, reduce it. That's another thing you can do. Just try to reduce it so that it perfectly look like what you want. Because if you trim, it can become smaller. You understand? It can become smaller. It can become smaller. It can become, so you have this, which is going to be for the outer part. I've told us about all of that once, so I'm going to also trim that out, and then I'm going to make use of that too. So for this one, like I said, it's my outer part. I want us to move to, now let's see how do I now cover this one, because like I said, I won't be using any form of insole cardboard for this. It's for a child, but this particular one serves the purpose of, you can see it's not something you want to break. You understand? It has an iron inside already, so which makes it stable enough, to sustain this particular height for children. So you can see what I have right here. I'm sure you can see it. You can see this. So let's quickly go ahead and begin to wrap. Please give me 2mm insole. This one here is at my back. See it here. So for the front part, we are going to be using light EVA foam. This is actually called Mako, popularly called Mako in Nigeria. We are going to be using this for the front part. I mean that small part of our design, which is this one. This particular part, that is what I have right here. Can you see it? Is what I have right here. So I'm going to just place it here, trim it out, and then place it on top of this particular one. So what I find out is that all of this makes your work very fast if you already have it. Please, if you have any question, don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section. Please ask me question. Please, if I'm not responding, let me know. Okay, you have not made heel before. Okay, you have not made heel before, but why now? You have, okay, but you have used wedge before, right? I think that's good enough. So please don't forget that when you place this way, when you want to make the other one, you're going to turn it this way. You want to tell me something? Eh? Okay, watching me from Ondo. Okay, so please don't forget, so if you place this way, that is the second part. Don't just place like this and use the second one like that. Left and right are not the same, you understand? So when you place one this way, the other one, make sure you turn it around this way before you go ahead. So I'm also going to do that. Like I said, this is for children, and I believe this one will help us even as we plan and prepare for, you know, Christmas packages. That's why I'm bringing it right now, so that at least all of us will be aware that there is a way you can actually create heels simply for children. If you don't want to use, you know, probably you don't want to use wedge, or you want to just have a mixture of you using this wedge and also using, you know, these heels for children. So we are actually on a long journey today to create a full-fledged sandal for, you know, a baby girl. So we are creating heels. I believe that all of these you can actually create at the comfort of your home. Like I said, if you have any question, please feel free to ask. I need gum, okay, and brush. I need brush. Thank you. So since I'm through with this, I'm just going to pick it up, because that is the part I want to work on first. This is the second leg. So I'm going to place this up and up here. Now you can actually decide to roughen this part so that your EVA foam, which is popularly called Mako in Nigeria, can easily stay there. I'm using a very rough sandpaper, as you can see. Okay, so thank you, Ruth, for joining me from Ondo State. How is Ondo today? Did you also protest? Please, let's say save. So I'm just applying the contact cement adhesive. My brand is OC High. The brand I'm using is OC High. I bought it locally here around me. For those who may be watching me and they are not in Nigeria, I bought it locally. But if you want to buy online, you can just Google, you can search eBay, you can search Etsy. I believe you can get contact cement adhesive, those ones that are general purpose there, and it will perfectly work for your shoemaking, for your DIY shoemaking. So we are going to just allow this to dry. You understand? I just want to place it and allow it to dry. The next thing you want to be planning as you do this is you want to plan the side. We already know that the length is 33 centimeter and the width is 3 centimeters. So please, I need leather scissors. So while we wait for this to dry, we can actually go ahead and prepare the side. Since we're using 33, I'm going to be using this beautiful fancy leather for them. It's actually a synthetic leather for those who may want to know, but really, really looking beautiful. So I'm using 33, right? This side, this particular side, let me check, from here to here is 30. I don't know if you can see what I'm trying to measure. This is 30. So to this place we have, this is 33. My ruler is actually 3 centimeters, so I can decide to just place my ruler there and use it for the measurement straight down. My ruler is 3 centimeters. So you can see what I have right here. I'm just going to duplicate it since I need 2. But this time around, I'll move it a little bit downward. Since it's longer, it's supposed to be longer. This place came inside. So you can see what I have right here. So please don't forget, you have to monitor the other one that you are doing. I'm also teaching us how to work effectively and be conscious of time. You don't want to just wait and allow one to dry before you go ahead and do another thing. Like now, I've already done this. I can, put it, set it aside and go back and check this. So Kai is still wet, so I think I can still wait. Now I'm going to advise that you don't try to cut this out. I'm going to advise you don't try to cut this out, because if you cut it out, by the time you apply your contact cement adhesive, it will start folding like this. It will just start folding. So please don't don't do that. Oh, the leather is giving. I'm telling you, the leather is so cute and beautiful. You understand? It's very, very fine. Come on, can you please hold this for me? Just hold this part. Don't drag it. I don't want us to forget this one too. So let me check this. I'm going to divide it in here. So what I will do is the line, this lower line, I'm going to just try to follow it. I know you may not see the line, but you also want to check, is it for this side or not for this side? Because I can still see the outline, although I don't know if you can see it. This went this way, so I'm going to try to strategically place it on that line. You can see that I had SS's all around it. I did that intentionally so that it will be easy for me to trim it out. That is the reason. And I also want to ensure that it's sitting in the right place. I want to ensure that it's sitting in the right place as well. Like it's sitting properly at the front. You understand? That is one of the reasons you should make sure that there is SS. So that if you want to place from the front like this, you understand, it will still cover up everywhere. So I'm sure you can see this. So I'm going to trim. Now just trim this way. Can you see what I have? So I'm just going to try to So with this, we are through with the front part of the design. So we're going to pick up this and also do the same thing. Please, I need you to know that I don't use the same leather to cut everything. This is what I use to cut my Marco cardboard and co. Why this goes for my leather. It does not necessarily mean this has to be for leather. You can get 2 of this. One will be for leather and one will be for cutting Marco and then your insole cardboard, which of course, Marco, for those who do not know, we call it Marco in Nigeria, but it's EVA foam. It's EVA foam. So I'm going to place from the front because I have enough by the side. So let's go right into it. Stop folding this thing now. Oh baby, I thought you said you want to work with me, so please cooperate. Just to make sure that it blends with the side. That is the essence of all of that. And so if I tell you that we are already through with putting all of this there, we are already through. If you're going to be creating and using, let's say, shank and the insole cardboard, you can't use that small amount of gum to position the EVA foam here plus the insole cardboard and all of that. But see the little gum I just used on this side, and see what I use also for this one is really, really very small. I find out that using this kind of template makes it very economical. Okay, where do I get this bit? I bought them locally here around me. I bought here in Abuja, Nigeria. I bought them here. So let me quickly go to the side. I think we have the front part too. We have the front part. I think we have the leather for the front part as well. Now this particular one here is for leather. This is it's for leather. So I'm just going to place it on this leather for the front part. So I'm going to also draw that here. You can see that when I place like this, I turn it over. Please don't cut. If you place this and you place this, it means you are creating the same leg. Please note. So I turn it. This is what I outlined first. Then we'll go to this one. So you can see what I have. Now, I know that so many times some people are of the opinion that you start with the side or you start with this upper part. Some people say start with the side, that by the time you fit the side, then this one can actually cover the side. You can actually make them, meet at the same, as, like a close knit ear. If one is starting from here, like is going all around this way, the other one can also start at the same close knit points, very close to themselves. And of course it will not be evidence at all that that one is coming from here and the other one is coming from here. And if you choose to like make the front leather, I mean you place this here and then you have already fixed the side and then you want it to cover it, of course feel free to do it that way as well. But I'm going to show us that you can actually just fix this side and also fix this side separately and it will still be very neat. So what I want to do now is I'm going to apply my contact cement adhesive on the surfaces. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm applying the contact cement on it. I catch you sleep there. Please give me one small container. Let me pour this tea so that it will be easy for me to touch. I think we have small container inside that bag. Hold it. Everything. I just want to make it much more easier for myself as I'm applying it. Just do what works for you. If you have any other way you want to do, just do what works for you. So I'm going to just apply it all around it. Somebody will be wondering, will this thing stay? Of course it will. Just allow it to dry. It will stay there and stick neatly. Oh baby, be ready to hold this thing for me. Did you hear me? Okay. Don't let the leather fall. Don't drag the leather. Sorry, all of us are teaching together. It's a long holiday, so we are in it together. So basically, you can see that I didn't apply this side first. I'm applying all over at a go. If there's nobody to hold it for you, just look for somewhere to hang it on, like hang it somewhere like this and place it on something like this. It will dry up and you'll be able to use it easily, even if there's no one to, hold it down for you. Yeah, just hold it. Thank you. Just hold that one first. How will you hold the other one? Hold it. Hold that one first. Thank you. Let's hold one first before we start thinking of another one. They are already asking, how will I hold the second one? At least hold the first one first. Please, if you have any question, you can actually go ahead and ask me. Please, how much are the insoles? The insoles are actually 1,500, 1,350 rather, not 1,500 Biko. They are 1,350 naira. I hope you know that we have this, for adults too. It's not just for children. They are 1,050 naira. 1,350. Why am I saying plenty things at the same time? It's 1,350. And like I said, what I do is that all those templates, they come with it. That's what I do, just to make it easy. So you don't have to go through the same process of sitting down, cutting any template and creating. And if you want to create yourself, of course, why not? If not, you can create also. You want to hold it for me? Please do. Just hold this front. Just hold like that. So I think I didn't properly apply on this before I stopped. So now you find out that is already dry and it's not folding. If I had cut it, it will be folding. So I'm going to trim it off. Allow it to dry, then trim it off. So I'm sure you now know how much it is. In short, the adult own and the children own are actually of the same price. I wish I can do something about it, but I can't. So this is this. Let me call the second one. So you can see that when I am actually cutting, I'm not doing like this. No, please, let's just learn not to do like that when you want to cut. Cut this way. Hold it down. Don't let it remove. Pull it right there and keep cutting. Like you are pushing it through. You are not removing it from where it stopped. That's how to learn to cut very straight when you are trimming your straps. But when you are always opening the scissors and opening the scissors, it will be giving you different shapes by the side. So let me start with this. So I'm going to start from, that close slit. You want to ensure that you have enough, on the two sides. That's very important. When you want to place it, you want to make sure that, okay, there is enough to fold towards the back and towards the front. So I'm going to start from here. So I will check from the back if it's actually okay. Then begin to maintain it like that. You want to be checking up and under to be sure that you are not having, a smaller part of it under. So don't forget. I think this is a bit longer than what we want, so I'm going to just try to reduce it. So can you see what I tried to do there? Can you see what it looks like? So now if it seemingly seems like is you know too wide and it's not going in properly, you can just notch in that way, just a little. A little is enough. So these two, this one too. So these parts, I'm going to try to reduce it. They're calling you now. So you want to be careful with this part. You want to be very careful. Can you see me pulling it in gently so that the pleat will not be showing outside? So you can easily use your scissors. Now, one advantage of these scissors is this. You can easily use it to, because you know the mouth is pointed, you can use it to trim like this. So if you don't want to buy the scissors, I believe because of this you can actually buy that. I know some people will use utility knife, use their knives to do this. It's fine as well, but whichever one you think is suitable, just use. So this side I'm going to come in. I'm also going to reduce this. So I want it to be able to go in properly. Can you see that I'm, from the edge, you push it in gently so that you are not going to be having a lot of crease everywhere. So with this like this, you can see I'm just doing that, just a little of it, so it stays perfectly well right there. So you find out that the side is looking, beautiful already. So let's quickly go to the side, to the second one. So I want to make sure that the side is okay. Put it right there. So you can decide to make yours just 2.5 centimeter if you choose to. But I believe that if it's wide and it's your first time of creating an heel, you understand, it's better for you to just try not to make it too small so that you won't struggle to position it appropriately. Okay. So you have this. You want to ensure the sides are well positioned. So all these ones, you can just try to trim. That's why you cannot afford to use a leather that is thick. Please, you can't use a thick leather to do this kind of assignment too. It's an assignment. You can't use a thick leather, please. You can't. I will not advise you use a thick leather. That's what I will say. I'm not advised to use a thick leather. So please let me know. I hope you are getting something from this. Are you gaining something from what you're watching? Please let me know. Can you see the way I'm trying to put it in? Can you see that? So all these ones can go away. You have to be very careful. When you are folding this side, you fold it in such a way that we can't see, you understand it. By the time you place the outer sole, we'll not be able to see it. We'll not be able to see it. Okay. Somebody is asking, and the heel. Okay, the heel is actually 2,000 naira. You know, it's a transparent heel. So the heel is 2,000 naira. But if you're buying as much as 20 pairs and above, of course, it comes with a discount. So this one, for example, you see the way I pull it in, I can actually decide to use my utility knife. Please give me utility knife. I can decide to use my utility knife. Please, where is the cover? I can use my utility knife to actually like trim it this way. And then remove it. That's why I said you can decide to make your own just 2.5 instead of these 3. Or you reduce it before you fold it. Can you see what it looks like? So can you see what it finally looks like? So now to the front part. We are also going to the front part. We are going to apply our contact cement adhesive again. I told you the brand I'm using is OC High. I find a lot of people contemplating about different gums. I use OCI. I've used Energy. I've used Top Bond, all those brands. They didn't pay me. I'm doing free adverts. Free advert for them. So this part. So I believe if you haven't made an heel before, you can actually do this. I think for me is the fact that it's not time consuming is a plus for me. If I can make, this, complete an insole, like wrapping it like this, I can actually make, like 4 of these. Why not? Just to wrap it and keep it alone. It has saved me a lot of time. If you want to just fix a day to do this, I'm sure you should be able to do more than 5 or even 10 if possible, if this is the only thing you want to do for the day. So you want to be careful with the way you want to apply the gum as well, so that it will not be showing anyhow. Oh, this. So you please be careful when you're applying your gum. Don't just apply anyhow. You can see that I'm doing it once and for all. And don't forget, we are stopping here. We are stopping at the side here. It's not climbing on it. It's not climbing. So we just allow this to dry. And then we can now go, majorly into our pattern. Now, when it comes to pattern, there are so many ways you can also do this. If you ask me, if you are a total beginner, I'm going to suggest that you can actually get cord and then use cords for them. Please hold this. So this is what I mean by cords. You can actually cut patterns, like any kind of pattern. I have a lot of children patterns on my channel that I believe is going to be very perfect for them. Like, you understand, like you can use things like this. Only one of these, for example, only one of these at the front. can work perfectly well. Like just one like this here has finished this shoe. Like, I don't know, what do you think about this? Please, what do you think about this? Is there a shankless insole for 1-inch heel, and how much is that? The shankless insole is shankless insole. All of them are the same thing. Yes, we have low heels. Are you asking for adults or children? Please let me know, madam. Please, are you asking for adults or children? If you mean adults, yes, we have low heel, between 1 to 2 inch. Yes. So you can see what I have. They are all the same thing. So this one already fixed the front already. It's just to get a back pattern and just, add to it. So you can actually use different kind of cord. There are some already made belts too that you can use for them. So let's trim this out. So that's that. Yes, I think I'm okay with that. So now I think this is dry. You want to also check which of them is one made for. Like this one, no, it's not for this one. I'm seeing something here. So this is actually for this. You want to also make sure that you have enough on the two sides. Like I said, it's going to just close up. It's going to close up here and close up this part. So I want to be careful to ensure that it's actually there. So can you see this? You want to ensure can you see this? So you do the same thing on this other side too. Do the same thing, and this is this. Now you want to now begin to you need to pull it properly so that it will stay. I think this is also much. I guess this has not properly dried. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I said, don't try to use thick leather. If you try it, this thing is, in short, premium disgrace. The thing knows how to disgrace somebody. So you can see what I have here. I'm going to do this with care, or else we are going to be saying magical. You want to pull it gently. Are you seeing that I'm trying to pull in such a way that it's not showing at the edge? So you want to do the same thing. If you rather use a pincher, please, you can use a pincher. Please make sure the leather you want to use is soft. I am emphasizing on this so that it will be easy for you to pull. I am literally pulling it in so that it stays neatly. So you can just try to you can see what we have. So you can see what it literally looks like now. And of course, this is going to be under here. Are you seeing what we have already? So we're going to do the same thing here too. So just pull carefully, like I said. Don't try to do it in a hurry. You can see that I am pulling. If you don't pull, it will not be neat on this side. So you might want to use this to take care of all of this. You can have, if you have a grinding machine, your grinding machine will also do all of this. And if you want to use like a blade, your razor, whatever, your knife will also do that perfectly well. So what do you think? Please let me know what you think about this. Please, what do you think? What do you think? It means that we're already through with the insole. That's what it means. But please, I want to hear your opinion, or else I will not continue. I will not continue. I can see that I have some few people with me. So please respond to me. What do you think about what we have as our for this final look? What does it look like? What does it look like? Now, I want you to know that part of our template has this EVA foam cushion. That is the part. That is the one that is going to be covering this side. That's the part that will be covering this side. So that, I think that's the only thing we have not trimmed out, you know, from all of this. So now let's go to what design are we going to be creating on this? What kind of design do we want to put on it? That's another thing. As much as possible, you want to be as simple as possible. You don't want it to be too complex. And of course, it depends on whatever kind of design that probably the customer is actually requesting for. The two designs that you have on my thumbnail are designs that are on my channel. You can actually check them out. They are on my channel. Now look at this. Look at this. Now you want to be very careful when you want to use things like this. I'm going to try to show us something. You want to be very careful. Now if you pull this, there are some of them that are actually stuck and they are very effective. If you have something like this and you pull, some of them can easily cut. You can see that this one is not easily. I'm really pulling it, like pulling it, and it's not cutting. So it means that, you know, you can be rest assured that this will not cut easily when you use it on the child's foot. And some of them, the weight, you want to also check the age group that you want to use it for. You want to check the age group you want to use it for. Now, for example, now let's now I'm still coming back to this, but I want to tell us something. Of course, I'm still trying as much as possible to see how. Okay, thank you, well done. Okay, it's really looking beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Okay, it's already beautiful. Yes, thank you. So now this is what I have, and I still want to create heel for these children by force. Like, I don't have a heel shoe last for children for now, and I've not been able to lay my hand on one, but I really want to make footwear. I want to make heel for them. Now, one saving grace that I have is that this already has a shape. I don't have to stress myself trying to get, you know, a heel shoe last to shape the shank and to make it perfectly okay for them. Now, the two options you have are this. Number one, you can decide to actually use your flat shoe last, like I think I've explained to us before. Even when it comes to wedges as well, this is actually also for kids, for children. They say we should not call them kids, they are not good children. Youth. So for children, like, you can actually use the flat ones like this for them. The reason is because this already has a shape. It has a shape, so it makes the work very easy for us, because no matter what, it will still form that shape by the time you put your inner sole on top of it. But if you want to use it for this heel, let me show you what I observe. For this one, don't forget that by the time you create the insole, it does not have shank. This insole is totally flat. You can place this on it and use it to last it, and then place it here and it forms that arc shape, you know, that heely part. But for this one, please give me. For this one, see what you are going to be seeing. If you place it, can you see that plenty space here? Please, if you can see it, I need you to know. Can you see this? I'm waiting. Oh, please, let's use the chat box. Please use the chat box. So some of us have not even liked this video. You have not liked it. It's not fair. Oh, please just like it, so that somebody who is sleeping in the room can automatically see it immediately. They pick up their phone trying to solve the internet, solve the YouTube channels. You understand? So you can see that space. If you are not careful now, if you place it like this on this kind of insole, you are likely going to be having a very wide, lacing. I mean, the when you lace it, it will be very wide. So this is what I actually tried. This is what I tried. And like I always tell us, I always want to first of all check something out before I go ahead. Okay, you can see it. Yes, thank you for letting me know, madam, that you can see it. So now, what I'm going to suggest you do, what I have tried and I find out that it works. Like I said, I'm still working on heel shoeless for children. Whenever I lay my hands upon it, trust me, I will bring it out for us all to see. But in the meantime, this is what you can do to last it. You want to first of all know what position you want to place whatever you are placing on it. So let's assume I'm using this kind of cord, so to say. Let's say this is what I'm using. If I place it this way, right, and I do this, let's say I place this way. I'm going to show us how you can use this and how you can actually use a child's feet to do this. So probably you are making it for your daughter at home, or your cousin, or your niece, or your granddaughter. So now with this, let's say I am actually putting it here. I am going to still go back to how to know where to position. Let's say I'm using this. You can see where my shoe lace is. I place this way. I place this one also this way. If I remove this will be too high. Child that wants to wear this one, this size 29, it will be too high. Okay, let me give it a try. Oh yeah, stand on this stool. Stand on that stool. Stand on this stool now. I want to use your leg. Princess, please let me hold her so that I can use one leg. Oh yeah, bring this one. Just stand there. Can you see what we are having? Hey, it's even catching the leg. My friend, stay. Nobody's beating you. So now let's assume I want to use my baby's leg, for example, to last this. Now let's just start here. You want to make sure that the foot is properly positioned. You understand? At the back, it's not moving too much forward. Now, first of all, if a leg is supposed to be like this on this shoe. Can you see this? This is when she push her leg further than necessary, that it will be looking as if it's sizing her. I hope you are getting me. So if I'm going to use her foot like it's her size, I want to make sure that this back part, I mean the heel part of her foot, which is this side, is actually in the right position. I want to make sure it's in the right position. That is from the start. Now I want to make sure it is there. So I want to also make sure that whatever I'm creating covers this smallest part of our foot. You can use this to actually position for any child, even if you are not creating a heel, even if it's a flat design you are creating. You can actually place their foot this way and use it to last. Now, if probably is oversized you are creating, the child's leg is is shorter than the insole, probably I don't want this to become oversized quickly. This is what you should do. From this edge of this design, from this edge here, measure 3.5. Like, pick up your ruler or your measurement tape and just place it on top of it and measure 3.5. Now see 3.5 right here. So wherever that stops, I'm going to show us something. Now this is 3.5. You can just get like a punch like this. Don't punch it. Oh, we are not punching. I just want to use it to guide you on how to last. So you want to place it right where the 3.5 ends. Are you getting me? Then remove that thing and then tell them to put their leg, like their leg cannot exceed that part. Move your leg forward. Move it forward. I want her to move the leg forward. Like, you will place it there and make sure that no matter what, the leg cannot move further than that. That is the appropriate place where their foot should be on that footwear when they are wearing it, even if it is actually oversized. You don't want to move their foot backward and then, last it. By the time they want to wear it, this particular part of their foot, you understand, will be coming out. And when they walk with it, it will be very painful. It will be very painful. So measure your 3 point from here to here. You measure 3.5. Make sure that their leg cannot exceed that part. Let's say you are actually creating a slippers for the child, like a flip flop. Just that, of course, is from here to here is about 3.5 for children. That's what I use. I use 3.5, and this other side I use 2.5. Like from here to here will be 2.5 for them, and from here to here will be 3.5. Is that same point you should use when you are not even creating a flip flop. Let them put their leg there. Raise this leg up a bit. So you want to make sure that her leg does not exceed that point. You understand? It must not exceed that point. It must not exceed. So by the time you place that, then you can now go ahead and say, okay, it's okay like that. It's okay like that. But because this one is heel, you want to be very careful. You can decide to actually put the appropriate heel you are using, put it at the back for them. Then put the leg. It's not every child that will be patient with you, mommy and daddy, because I know some of us knows how to beat them very well. Me too, I've tried it before. But I find out that when you want to work with them, you have to be very patient. Especially when they know they are the owner of the footwear. They are always very excited and they want to. You see the way this one is placing leg? Because she's feeling, hey, mommy is creating shoe for me. So now this is how it will be ordinarily on her foot. So let's say I want to use this. I'm going to pick it this way. This part is very important to me, please. I always say this. Make sure that it's covering that part. And this, don't come and put this one here. No, please. You want to make sure that at least it's covering it well. And this one is going to come here. If you want to use this slim style, slim front part, please, if you are getting this, please let me know. If you are getting it, I don't want us to just watch me and watch. Please let me know if you are getting what I'm trying to explain to us. Can you see what it looks like? So if I'm creating a design that has this kind of strap for my baby, this is the way I'm going to put it. Even if you are creating for a customer, if you have a baby in the house, use their leg the same way I'm using this thing. It will perfectly fit the baby you are working with. I mean the position. I'm not talking about, sizing them, but the position will be very appropriate. Now, if I finish this and I want to place another one next to it, I can decide to place another one next to it. You understand? And it will be 2. And it can just be these 2 in front for this baby. Can you see what it looks like? It can just be these 2. If you don't want to use these 2, you can decide to even cross the remaining part, like cross this way. And let me see if I can perform that magic. Okay, let's do it this way. I just want to show us this. Let me to remove it on the other side. Let me to pull it. Just pull it out. Okay. Wait. So let's say it's this way. I want to make sure that it has X. Like I want to have another thing there. You know that it can actually be like this. Just give me down. You know that I can actually do this too. I can actually leave it this way. Like one like this, another one like this on the baby's foot. This is just amazing. Like, Kai. Oh, okay. Which of the questions? So I don't know which of the questions you're talking about, but I think I have answered question. If it is about low heel, yes, there are low heels 1 to 2 inch, but for adults, of course, it's for adults. So you can see what I have here. This is staying here, and maybe that one is slant like that, and this one is going to be here, and I can decide to create a back pattern, and this is just sweet, like sweet. Now if you now I'm showing you for a strap that is tiny. Let's look at something that is wider. Which of the cord, oh? Are you talking about this one, or you're talking about this one? Is it the one I'm using for the baby? Which of the cord? I bought the, if it is the one I'm using for this baby, I bought this one a while ago. When I see things like this that are beautiful, I just buy. So I'm not sure I can remember how much I bought a yard of this. Trust me, I can't remember. I can't remember. So now, if it is something that is as wide as this, you know that it will not be here. You definitely want to also make sure that it still covers the baby's foot and is this way. You can see what this looks like. Are you sure we are not going to use this on top of this? You said we should not use it. Please help me, oh, help me. Help me, oh. Which one is the long one? Is it, are you talking about this one? Do you mean this? If it's this one you are talking about, please, no. I can't remember how much I bought it. If it's this one, I can't remember. Okay. So if it's this, you also want to know that this one will come forward a bit more. It's not going to be here. It's not so you want to also make sure that it aligns perfectly well. This is also very sweet on this particular footwear. So if you don't want to do all of this, because the reason I'm actually showing us all of this is because you can readily easily buy this, and then before you know it, you are through with the footwear. Okay, this one that I'm placing now, this one is 1,800. This one is 1,800 per yard. Yes, this one is 1,800 per yard. This one, oh, this big one is 1,800. So you can actually use this. Of course, we have this kind of cord too. They are very, for me, if you ask me, I would say they are very suitable for children. Okay, they are very suitable for children. So you can still use this for them too. Maybe like 2 or 3 of these can actually be at the front, and it will be very sweet. You understand? I mean, very, very, very beautiful. So I think I have shown us different ones that we can use. So if you are not using all of this one, then you can actually consider creating an open toe for them at the front. Sorry, let's remove your leg before you change your mind and say we should leave you alone. So you want to actually create, you want to actually cut out a leather strap and actually use for them. I think this one too is really looking very beautiful on this. Am I the only one seeing it? It's looking fine on it too, Shay. Is it not looking fine? Nobody is answering. No, please, let's answer. Is looking fine, Abby? Okay. Said it's looking fine. So I'm going to just is either I pick this. Or I use this particular one. Please choose for me between this silver and this particular one. Please let me know which one do you think I should use, this or this. Which of them? Please, I want you to say silver or pink. Just pick either silver or pink. Which one do you think I should use for this front part? I'm going to be cutting a back pattern actually. Please, I'm waiting. Oh, which one are we picking? Is it pink or silver? Okay, I'm saying silver. Everybody is saying silver. Okay. Okay, oh, they say silver. So if everyone is saying silver, so it means that we are going to be using this, right? So let's say we are using this for this front part. like I said, you can actually decide to create an open toe for them. So the first thing I want to do for this one is I want to try to open it up. I'm going to try to open. So before now, I used to try to open here, but I find out that there is actually an opening inside one corner here. Let me check if this one has that. If it doesn't have, I'm just going to so see this. So you can open it gently like this. You understand? That is, they finished it in front here. So that this is one way to avoid, you know, having a bulky under. You open it like this gently, and then you cut this part out. You understand? So you can easily cover it up and then systematically cover it up back. Can you see it? So it's very soft on this side. So it means when I want to actually position this, you can see that it's not bulky. Like this side of it is not bulky. So I'm going to also do the same thing on this other side so that at least it will. So let's say we want to use the shoe last. Let me show us what I'm going to be doing with the shoe last. I'm not going to put it this way because I believe that if I'm not careful, it will be too long, like it will be too high. But let me do the same. Let me do it for us to just see, because I want us to be able to see this. Like I said, I'm really working on children heels, and I'm trusting that God will grant us you know, is it breakthrough on that. If I do it like this here, I'm sure you can see that it's already too high. So what I did was I tried to place it this way. Like I allow it to not as high as this. I just try to bring it down a bit, then try to position it here. But I still find out that if I'm not careful, it will not perfectly size. What I would suggest is don't put it here. If you put it here, it will be too much. So bring it back a bit. And that's why I'm saying that you can actually use the baby's feet to create this. Especially if you are creating for the first time, I would not advise that you should try to use this shoe last for it. So like I have here now. So, but let me do something. Now, let me use our feet. Oh yeah, come on, let's go. Let's use our feet because I find out that this, oh yeah, come on. Is this one, baby? Oh yeah. So put your leg right there. So we want to try and just try to see where exactly and what we should use. Can you see what this looks like? So by the time you place it on their foot like this, you know I've already cut a part here that went under. So that is actually, you know, covering up. It's covering up. We have a lot of silver. Somebody is saying both. We should use you mean? Okay, let's fix this one first and see what it looks like. If we are going to add an extra one, maybe we can try that as well. Let's see what it looks like. So if I have this here, this is already here. So what I want to do is I want to hold it down here, then raise. You can remove your leg now. Now this is where it's stopping. So I want to just add maybe a little extra for my lesson. You understand? Then, you know, I'm going to open it up to this part. You can even try to measure where you stop, like so that you will know where exactly you are stopping. Okay, this is about 3. So let me try to open it. I will keep opening until I finally get to 3. You see that this is opening easily, and it's because that's where they finished it. I should open 2. This is already 3. Yay! So let's hold it down there, right? I'm not using my leather scissors, so Biko. Okay, my leather scissors can cut this one off. So you want to arrange it back. So you can see what we have right here. If it's not staying, you can actually use your gum, put your gum, and then go ahead and then do that. Oh, network, it is well. Oh yeah, come on, let's go now. So this is your leg right on top of it. I just really like that. Yes. So with this now, we can go ahead. Like I said, I can decide to actually use maybe my glue just to make it stay. You want to be very careful, please. You have to be very careful with this. You have to be very careful. So I'm going to just come. See, it's still, this one is under here. Then this one too is coming under here. So you want to raise their leg up a bit this way, just to position it appropriately. At the same time, please, they are children, oh, don't let it be tight, oh, before you start hearing, mommy, it's paining me, oh. You understand? So don't let it be too tight. Let them be able to walk freely inside it. I'm sure you can see this. Okay, remove your leg. So with this that I have picked right here, I can actually decide, I can put my, what did they call it? My glue, just to hold it down. So I want to just hold that down. Let's see what it finally looks. Just hold it a bit. So come in, let's see. Before you finally finish it and find out that it's not okay. Yeah. So I think it's better. Make sure it's not tight, please. Let it not be tight. So this one can definitely stay very well. Like I said, don't let it be tight. Don't forget, we are still going to insert socks lining here. You know, we are still going to insert EVA foam here. If you make it tight right from now, by the time you insert that and place your socks lining, it will be tight, like tighter. So with this now, by the time the insole cardboard comes here, it fill it up again. When you add your socks lining too, it fill it up again. So that's one of the reasons I want us to be careful, you know, about what did they call it? The this is the second one. So let's see what this one will look like. I was even thinking of something. Place your leg. Let me show them what I'm thinking. I was thinking, okay, this one. Then at the back. Then at the back, I'm going to do something like one will go this way. Please, I need your help. So it will come this way, like it will be here, somewhere here. This one will come. Okay, this one is supposed to stop here. This one will stop here, like it will stop here. Come in, let me see if I can. Why not? Let me hold it, let me cut it. So this one will stop here. So another one will come from the other side. We go. No, from here. Okay, from that side, yeah. From here. This one will come from here. It's going to pass. I'm coming on. No, this is not what. Yeah, it's not. It's supposed to pass. It's supposed to pass. This one is here. This one is going this way. It's like this. Start from like here. Yeah. This one is supposed to come this way. And what we will do is this side will have something that is holding it down. Like there will be something at the side here holding this part. There will be something at the side here holding this part. So if we want to actually combine this together, although for me this is too much, I don't know if you are feeling what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that it's too much. Okay, my hand is covering it. Please let me hold this one like this on this side. Let's say that one is here. This one will be carrying buckle. This part will be carrying the buckle, and this one will climb on top of it. You understand? But definitely if you are going to do this kind of a thing, but for me I think it's too much. I think it's too, if you ask me, or what do you think, please let me know. Is it not too much? It will be too much. And for the one that you are talking about at the front, okay, let's say we put this here. Does this look cute? It will be too much. And for the one that you are talking about at the front, do you think we should still add this? Please, I'm waiting. Do you think we should still add this? Madam Ruth, you suggested that we use the two. I'm thinking that it will be too much. If you ask me, oh, it will be too much. Is it not too much? Please, I need us to respond to this. Don't you think putting the two of them at the front is too much? It's too much, oh. Eh? Oh, no, it's not too much. Okay, please. Is it looking actually very fine? If you're looking very fine, I think okay, it's not good. Okay, it's not good. Okay, so we should just leave it. Is that it? Okay, we should put it in front, like put it like this. Okay, like this one should be here and then this one should be here. Is that it? It's too much. It's too much. I don't even know whether it's too much. I'm seeing different people's opinion. Please, which one of them are we saying? The silver alone is better. Okay, the silver alone is better. Okay, we should just leave it. We should just, okay, like we should leave it the silver alone. Is that it? Please, who is agreeing with us that we should leave it just the silver alone? Hey, which one? Yes, the back pattern. Yes, but what I'm just the back pattern now. The back pattern. Gladiator. They are suggesting Gladiator to me. Oh. We should just leave it, Abby. Okay, we should just leave the silver. Ha. When would you? How, in short, from where to where? We will now wrap it around. So another thing, but I'm just still thinking that this one at the back, it would have been better if we use a silver leather. I don't know. I'm just thinking like this one will be here. Then you will wrap it around the baby's leg. Hey. Maybe we'll just wrap it. Hey. So another one too will come again. From this other side, from here, another one. You know, this one is starting from here. See, it's starting from under here. Hey, if you don't want to cut back pattern on, like if you don't want to cut back pattern, just this one will be here. This one will be here. Another one will come from this side, but how do we now lock it up? We will now put boko at the side. Hey, Chimo, abego. Abeg, it's better for me to just in peace, eh? Somebody, they are suggesting Gladiator here that we should wrap it round and round and round and round. You said? Plenty suggestion here. Me, I'm thinking of this back pattern. Please give me this back pattern. Let me see it. This one, yes. Give me now. I just need the back pattern. Me, I'm thinking of this particular back pattern. This one that she wants to show me. I believe that this ankle strap is perfect. Just get something like this and fix it there. Something like this one. You know, this kind of back pattern that comes like this. Hey, this is sweet now. Let it just come. Like, if you now want to make it two, well, it's no problem. You understand? This one is just like this. One will come here, and this is just sweet. Abi, what do you think? This kind of back pattern. Somebody should please respond to me. Somebody should respond. This kind of back pattern, is it not sweet? We'll just make it silver. We'll make it silver. We'll just make it silver. But if you want to make slippers alone for them, but for me, I don't know. I don't like children wearing slippers. I don't like children wearing slippers, so I am not a fan of creating slippers for children. Eh? We should do what? We should turn it to slippers. Eh? Okay, like this. Okay, I'm coming. So I'm sure you have seen what I'm talking about now. That particular back pattern. Yes. So I think this is the kind of back pattern we are going to actually use. Something like this will be perfectly okay. Now, you are suggesting that we should do what? We should just turn it to slippers. Like this. Like this. We'll put it. Okay, if you want to create slippers for them, well, I think this is looking really very cute too. Hey, but how would they carry it? I don't know. Hey, please, I don't know. Do you think children will be able to carry this one? Like, it does not have any back pattern with just this one. Just two like this. Would they be able to carry it? Huh? Okay, which one of them is okay? I need to know the back strap. They can carry it. Wow. You mean Jesus. Normally, if you ask me, I'll tell you that children cannot carry this kind of a thing. Wow. But I think it's looking very cute like this too. It's really looking very fine. Yeah. It's looking very fine. Yes. Kai. Yay. Okay. Well, that's true, Shai. You see, the front is simple. Now, like this one now, since Madam Christiana is saying, Abi, is it Madam Christiana? Let me see. Okay, it's Madam Temitope. She's saying that since the front is simple, that the back can speak a lot of volume. Yes, you are very correct. Like, if you want to make it gladiator, in short, for me, this ankle is always speaking a lot of volume. If you are actually creating, what did they call it, for children like this, it's always very fine. So please, I think I'm going to complete this particular design with this one. And then for those of us who think they can wear slippers this way, well, for me, looking at this on her leg is really very fine. Like, very fine. But I don't know whether they will be able to, she particularly will be able to work with this, so I may not be able to go, in that direction. So with what we have right here, no, please, let's not use this one. I think what I'm just going to do, please, thank you. Hey, Bele. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to try if I say I should start doing this now, I'm not sure when this live session will end. So I'm going to create, of course, the back pattern, but I need us to know that the outer sole, this is what I'm using as my outer sole. I use this particular kind of Nora 3. We call it Nora 3. Since we already have the template, so we are just going to go ahead and then place it on top of it. Like, we just place on top of it. You understand? And then you cut out. That's what you want to do for this part. Now, if you look at this one, you find out that, in short, it has solved a lot of things for us. You can decide to remove. You can remove. I mean, remove the stone if you think it will not make it stay. If you can remove it. Just take your time. Just remove part of it. Can you see that it's removing? You understand? Just remove halfway or so. Can you see that it's removing? So by the time you remove it, it will be able to lay perfectly, at the back right there. So like I said, this one, you are just going to place it here to cut this particular one. Now, it's not compulsory that you must use the one that has this kind of back pattern. You can use the one that is plain. You can use the one that is plain, like the plain Nora. This is Nora 3. It's a rubber sheet. And you can actually use a veg tan. Yes, it's not compulsory. It can be a leather sole that will be there. It doesn't have to be a rubber sheet. It can be a leather sole that will be there. So with what we have here, I think I can place it this way and draw it out. A sheet of this, I think, is 12,000 naira. Am I correct? A sheet of the Nora 3, yes, it's 12,000. A sheet is very wide, though. It's very wide. If you buy quarter is 12 divided by 3 by 4, that is 3,000, right? So with that 3,000 naira size, you can actually make a lot, like a lot of this. What did they call? You can cut about 7. You can cut 7 of this in a quarter of this particular, the sheet of this. You can cut 7. Yes, you can cut 7. It's children now. You can cut more than. See the size. See how wide it is. See, oh, please, I don't know if you are going to be able to see. Like, it's very wide, oh. Oh yeah, draw it back. Very wide. See it. It's really very wide. So if I say you can actually cut like 7 out of this, 7 pairs, I mean 7 pairs. If I'm cutting for, what did they call it, for adults, I can cut like 5 or 6 from this one. So I can cut 5 or 6 from this one. So if I'm cutting for children, definitely I can cut more than 7. Abba, I can cut more than 7. So I hope we can see what I'm trying to show us. I hope we can see it. So I think your best option, if you want to do this, is buy that quarter 3,000, and then you find yourself cutting about 7 or 8 out of it. So it's very economical. I don't advise you go and buy 1 pair and be using it. No. If there's somebody you can pair with, probably both of you buy a quarter and you divide it into 2 and use. It's very economical. That is the best way to be able to, make profits when you are actually going to be using this, for children. So I'm going to I'm going to cut on the line. I'm going to cut it right on that line. If you cannot maintain that, please cut outside the line. It's fine. If you want to cut outside the line. I hope I'm not omitting anybody's question. Please help me to check. Okay. Where is even the thing?
This goes well for adults. The back of the band is okay for children.
So, can you see what we have? This is just too beautiful. Like, hey, oh my goodness. I don't know. You cannot feel what I'm feeling with this thing. You see the way I cut? The pattern template is perfectly perfect. You don't have any, just cut on the line. If you can't cut on the line, if you cut outside, carry your sandpaper and use it to, shaping it to, the, what did they call it? Shaping the thing back to the line that you actually drew. And then before you know it, you are good to go with this one. Now even if you don't have a grinding machine, please note, just get a sandpaper, like the smooth one rather, and we are going to be using it. I don't know if, what did they call it, is still here. You can also use wraps. I use wraps as well. This one is smooth sandpaper, so I just want to, by the time you do this, it will be smooth. In short, nobody will even notice that you use hand to actually do this one. I hope you know, nobody will notice it. Nobody will notice it. So you want to just take your time, sit down and do it. Now the cutting process, like I was showing us the other time, please avoid doing like this, like I was showing us the other time. It will really save you a lot of what did they call it, trying to make it look like what you want. It will save you from it. So you will find out that I don't know if you can see it, is smoother than what this side looks like. I don't know if you can see what I'm trying to show you. Stop kicking this bench now, brothers and sisters. This one is already smooth. So now I know that the socks, the cushion that I said is inside, is also part of what we have here. That is the EVA foam. Please give me the EVA. We are still going to use the same EVA foam. We are going to use the same EVA foam. Is what we call Mako here in Nigeria. I just want us to see that the process of this can actually be as easy as possible. Please take this. Take this. So for now, if you ask me, I will say that it takes a lot of technicality to be able to use the flat heel. It takes a lot of technicality for us to be able to use the flat sole to actually create this particular kind of heel. It works perfectly for wedges. The flat sole will work perfectly for wedges, but for this particular kind of heel insole, I find out that it might not work perfectly well. I will not teach you what I want you to struggle with. It might not work perfectly well. So I'm going to suggest that you can, if you want, you are making for yourself or for probably, you know, the children are on holiday and you just want to use their feet and create something for them, somebody close around that you can easily use their children's feet, it will actually be perfectly okay, pending the time we are going to be able to lay our hands on, what did they call it, heel insole. But trust me, it's actually looking very, very perfect and okay. So please, I need you to bear that in mind. If you are going to go for anyone, if you know that you want to make for sales purpose, please, I would suggest you choose this one. This one is just 1,000 naira. Why this is 1,350 naira? I said if you are going to be buying 20 pairs and above. No, what I do is when you are buying 10 pairs and above, I can still give you for 1,200 naira. Yes, for 10 pairs and above. But anything below, we have to do with 1,350 naira for these ones. These ones are just 1,000 naira. Is it 1,000 or 1,200? I'm just trying to remember. I mean the wedges, so the wedges. So please, let me quickly cut the, where is the socks lining now? Okay. I want to show us how to cut out the socks lining before we actually call it a day today. So this is for my, what did they call it? For the cushion. The cushion parts, I'm going to still use my EVA foam, which is the 2mm EVA foam that I used earlier. You can see that I folded mine into different phrases. This one is for bigger one. This one goes for a next one. This one goes for another one. So instead of me having 3-4, different pattern templates for it. So let's cut and see how it looks like inside it. I don't like to cut this way. Oh baby, remove your hand. Please don't cut this way. It's not good to cut like that. Well, you are supposed to cut anti-clockwise. So like I was showing us, make sure it's holding it down. Hold it down, hold it down. And you get here, let it not be removing and be removing. So where is our shoe? Oh baby, remove this thing now. We are not even through with the shoe. Now you can see what it looks like inside. Can you see what it looks like? It's sitting right inside it. So this is the reason I told us, please don't try to make this thing tight. I keep saying it. Don't try to make this tight. Please don't try to make this tight. When you place this one now, can you see what is happening here? It has made it go up more. You understand? It makes it tight. So don't do that. So when you are through with this, of course, after all of this now, when I'm through, you use your, please, you are not going to place this yet until you actually fix this. One thing I normally do is you see that this is not drilled. I try to drill it before I send it to anyone who is ordering from me. I drill, I attach screw, it comes with screw. This one does, you see, it does not come with screw. I'm the one that I will arrange, all of that and attach it to it. Please, like I said, this is 2,000 naira. So I'm going to place it here, then I will drill. Before, when you drill, you add a screw before you now go ahead and then place this. You understand? So you are trying to cover the screw so that it will not be discomforting for the baby. You can see what this one actually look like. So if you think you want to reduce this part, well, you are free. You can reduce it if you want to. You can reduce if you want to. You can reduce if you want to. But it's not necessary that you have to. So you can see this. So now for the socks lining, what do I do? I'm still going to use this sole template as my socks lining. All you need to do is just insert it into it. Can you see it? Just cut it where you want it to stop. You understand? Place it on your leather, the leather you want to use, after you have actually located where you want to stop here. Can you see what I'm doing? Please give me this leather here so that I can use it to cut this for everyone to see. Now you see, this is the outer sole template. Please don't forget, I'm going to, you see, I placed it inside it. I am just going to try to stop it. I don't want it, you don't want it to be showing outside here, so let it stop in between here. You understand? In between here. So you mark it, you can mark it this way, mark it this way. Then you come to this side and try to fold it so that when you want to cut your, what did they call it, socks lining. Now so many people have asked me, what kind of material should I use for socks lining? What is this? Please use what is available for socks lining and stop giving yourself too much work over that thing. What I do is I get a design, I get a particular kind of material or leather that is nude. I love neutral colors, like, and it's basically nude. I just want to use it as my socks lining. If you want to use a complementary color to what you are working on, it's fine. I can also decide to actually cut a silver leather as my socks lining. Yes, you can cut a silver leather as your socks lining. But on a general note, I try to look for beautiful nude colors that I can actually use. So let's say I'm using this. I need to show you something here. Let's say I'm using this, I think. Please, which of them am I doing? Is it this one? Okay. Is this one now, so that when I cut it, it will be the appropriate leg. So I want to place it this way. That is what I do. That's how you can actually, even if you are working with a shank heel, just follow this part. As long as you have the outer sole, you are good to go with the source lining. Okay, so you can actually decide to use a straight scissors to cut, and you can also use like a pinking shear. My own pinking shear is not zigzag, it's actually curve. You can see that it's curve. So I'm going to go ahead and use this to cut. You can actually use any of them. You can use straight, like I said. So please, when you want to cut for this particular children insole, this shankless insole, don't cut on the line. Please cut outside. Cut outside so that it can perfectly size it. If you order for adults, please cut on the line. If you order for children, please cut outside. Their shape seems to be different. And you can see the way I'm actually trying to use the wavy scissors. Please cut outside the line, like I said. So after this, I want to, here's my lighter. Hey, Chima. I want to use the lighter. Bring lighter, please. Don't worry, I've seen one here. Just to make the edges, clean and clear. I've seen one. Thank you, baby. So you want to also add your stamp if you want to. So let's see what it looks like now. This one is in here. So it's even looking wider. I've made it wider than what I need. So you can actually still reduce. I think it's better than for you to cut what is smaller and one is practically struggling with it. Now you need to be very careful with this. If the design you are creating, like you see what I have here now, this, what I am putting at the front here, is not what I plan to put there. I am actually trying to use this to explain, this tutorial process, how you can actually use this particular kind of insole to us. If you are actually creating a design, you are using this, please don't cover and stop here. Don't stop here. When you want to cover it, please bring it downwards a little bit. Yes, I'm going to suggest that. Now let me show you why I'm saying that. You see where this thing is standing? See where it's standing? If I place this, by the time I place it, it will be showing outside. Can you see that it's showing outside it? And it's not supposed to be showing outside it. It's supposed to be in between here, like it's supposed to be here. So the way this is now, if you are not careful, all of this will be showing. So it will be better that when you want to cover and let it come down a bit more. Don't stop exactly where they stop. I mean, when you want to use the leather, the EVA foam that we use for the front can stay where it is, but this leather, please ensure it comes down a little bit more. So as you can see, the socks lining, it's not compulsory that this should be your socks lining. No, like I said, you can use any color that you like. So this one now, you can see what is showing us here. If you are not careful, it will be showing this place. Please, do we understand what I'm trying to explain? Somebody should please let me know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Can you see it? It will be showing out here, and we don't want it showing. It should not be happening. It should not be happening. So our covering, we are good to go, and our sandal. In short, if a child can wear this one like this now, some adults used to wear straps that is even very tiny like this now. I don't know how they carry it, but I have seen some very tiny straps at the front like this, and it looks like this. So where is our back pattern? Where is our back hair? So place this, and we are good to go. So I believe with this we can create, right? I'm saying, what am I saying? I'm saying some of us telling me something. Okay, yes, you understand. Yes, I'm glad you actually understand. Yes. Okay. Yes, the EVA foam is 2 millimeter. Yes, it's 2 millimeter. Yes, the EVA foam is a very light one. It's 2 millimeter. See it? It's 2 millimeter. So I believe with this, we can actually run with this one. Please let me know if you can send us a WhatsApp message. Please help me to type the WhatsApp message in the chat box. Help me type the WhatsApp message in the chat box. 080. So please, you can actually send me a WhatsApp message 080. So please, you can help me type it on the WhatsApp, what did they call it? On the chat box, if you can hear me, 080 688 906 93. Let me call it again. It's 080 688 906 93. I hope I'm correct too. 080 688 906 93. So that's the WhatsApp number. You can actually send me a WhatsApp if you would love to actually, order for the insoles or for the heel. You can send me a WhatsApp message. The sizes are available, I think, from size 25, 26, because they are together. As you can see it, this one has 31, 32. That's how it comes. This one is 31, 32. Another one is 33, 34. Another one is 35, 36. So we have it from 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. That's how the numbers are. So thank you. Yes, thank you for helping me to actually type that out. Please, I don't know if you have any question. If you don't, I think we can go and drink water. I don't think I didn't take water since, so please let me drink water. Yes, I just took water to send everything I've been saying down. Yes, thank you for helping me with the number. Is anybody, if you have any question, do you have any question? Please let me know if you have any question before we call it a day. Please let me know, do you have any question? Do we have any question? Okay, thank you. If there is no question, I think we can just call it a day. We can call it a day. If you have any question, we can call it a day. Thank you for joining me today. I'm so grateful. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining. I hope we all enjoy the class. I hope we enjoy the class. Do you have size 44 1-inch shankless insole? Hey, way. The highest that I've seen is 42. I've seen 42. I've not seen 44. There is 42 for the low heel. There is 42, but I've not seen 44. I've not seen 44. I've not seen 44. But I think I can also ask, let me make some inquiries and find out if it comes in size 44. I only know of 42. I only know of 44. Okay, thank you so much. Let me not keep us. Let me allow us to go and enjoy our evening. So like I said, you can send me a WhatsApp message if you want this. It doesn't matter your country. I will actually ship it down to you. Yeah, I mean it. I will ship it down to you. You can also, decide to market for us in your country. Yes, we can actually partner, and then what you do is when they order from your country, you deliver it to them. If you are also interested, you can chat me up and let us see how that goes. Thank you once again for joining me. Thank you, Madam Ruth. Thank you, Madam Pinitope. Thank you, Madam Dixon. Who again am I seeing here? I can see a lot of us in shorts. I can see a lot of us in shorts. So thank you so much. I can see Madam Amaka. I can see is it at Empire? Is it at Empire that I can see there? I'm using my phone, so I'm just trying to see how I can read what is on the screen. So just bear with me. I want you to know that I love you all, and please do have a wonderful evening. Am I still having any question there? Please let me check. Do I still have a question? I'm trying to check and check and check. Oh, okay. Oh, your protest from home was fruitful. Hey, way. Hey, please, ma, where can I get drilling machine? You can actually get drilling machine from those people who sell electronics materials, as in those people who sell all these building, what do they call it, building material stores. You can get a drilling machine from them. All those ones who sell electrical appliances, some of them actually has a drilling machine. You can buy from them. You understand? I'm very close to some of those stores. That's how I got my. Can we partner from Eastern Cape? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That's what I'm saying. I have presently some order, of course, that is actually going outside the country. You understand? So wherever the country is, just send me a WhatsApp message. I think that is what we should start with, and then we can discuss the modality of this and see how we can go. It means you two should be ready to actually market it as well, because it's easier for you to talk about what you use, you understand, and what you are sure works. So definitely yes, my answer is yes. So I hope you have actually taken the what did they call it, the WhatsApp number that I just shared. If you haven't, you can just watch this video again, and then you'll be able to have access to it. It's still 080-688-90693. So yes, you can we can definitely ship it down to you. And of course, we will definitely begin to talk to our subscribers and followers that they can actually get it, right there. So I don't know, am I missing anything in between? I hope I've answered everybody's question. I love the fact that your protest was fruitful. So you can screenshot, please screenshot the, what did they call it, check the chat box, screenshot the number that was typed in there. I think that one too will help. Just screenshot it, then you can actually send me a WhatsApp message after this. I just want to know, once again, I appreciate you all. Thank you for joining me today. All we do on this channel is to make shoemaking easy and simple for us, and I believe you can actually make this at the comfort of your home. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I believe you can. Like I said, I'm working on the wooden heel shoe last for children. I'm trusting God that all of the moves that I'm making to make that happen, God will prosper it. And I know He will prosper it. Who is saying amen to that? Who is saying amen to that? Who is saying amen to that? So I will let us know the progress on that. And of course, if you want to start with the wedges, they are so perfect. Like I said, we have for, in short, this wedge I'm working on for adult as well. So that if you're an adult, you want to also order for this, it will definitely be available. Yes, thank you for saying amen. All right, let us call it a day now. Thank you once again. I appreciate you all. My name still remains Odurole Mojibola, your shoemaking made easy tutor. Have a wonderful evening. If you are in Nigeria and if you are in the afternoon in your country, have a wonderful afternoon. If you are in the morning, have a wonderful day. And I am going to see you next time. Bye. Oh, my baby is saying we love you. We love you too. We love you. We love you. We love you too. And that's what you saw. Yes, you too will tell her that we love you too. All right, bye. Thank you. I love you as well.